A small house is enough room for 1,000 friends. Silence is the best answer to the stupid. The fool has his answer on the tip of his tongue. He who only thinks about what is in his belly is worth less than what comes out of it. If you give in to a fool, he will say, "This is because they are afraid of me." The tree of silence bears the fruit of peace. The best act of generosity is that which is quickly done. An unjust king is like a river without water. If you are charitable, you are rich. Better 1,000 enemies outside the tent than one within. Never will God suffer the reward to be lost of those who do right. Give devil an inch, and he will be a ruler. Do not stand in a place of danger, trusting in miracles. Knowledge acquired as a child is more lasting than an engraving on stone. Love sees clearly, hate even more so, but jealousy sees the most clearly because it is equal to love plus hate. There is nothing so powerful as truth. Man can have nothing but what he strives for. Salt will never be worm-eaten. Friends who take care of each other never get scared, and when rain pours, they're never wet. Good health is a crown worn by the healthy than only the ill can see. Your friend will swallow your mistakes. Your enemy will present them on a plate. He who walks alone shall surely arrive first. Ignorance is the most terrible acquaintance. Righteousness is half of religion. Every day of your life is a page of your history. An envious person is the unhappiest. The stingy have large porches and little morality. Fire only burns he who approaches it. Compassion is difficult to give away because it keeps coming back. You know a man by the sweat of his brow and the strength of his word. The envious were created just to be infuriated. The most useful holy war is the one fought against your own passions. A house divided cannot stand. Keep away from trouble and sing to it. Life, like a fire, begins in smoke and ends in ashes. A grateful dog has more worth than an ungrateful man. The fruit of silence is tranquility. Learning is a treasury whose keys are queries. Keeping a secret is a commitment. A hand that has been chopped off cannot steal anymore. 7 days king, 7 days minister, slave for the rest of your life. Walls are the notebooks of fools. The wisest is the one who can forgive. The hand of God is with the group. Who works achieves, and who sows reaps. When you have spoken the word, it reigns over you. When it is unspoken, you reign over it. 4 things come not back: the spoken word, the sped arrow, the past life, and the neglected opportunity. Manhood is by knowledge, not by looks. Hobby horses are more expensive than Arabian stallions. The greatest tranquility is when we desire nothing. Wealth comes like a turtle and runs away like a gazelle. He with prayer in his heart never misses it. The hasty and the tardy meet at the ferry. Actions speak louder than words. Silence is a cure for grief. Every ambitious man is a captive, and every covetous one a pauper. Never tell your friends what your enemy may not hear. We taught them how to beg, and they raced us to the doors. Men must sew up tears with gentleness. If you have much, give of your wealth. If you have little, give of your heart. Save your white coin for your black day. He who uses bad incense must be careful not to burn his sleeves. The strength of the heart comes from the soundness of the faith. A drowning man cares not about getting wet. Ask your purse what you should buy. You may forget with whom you laughed, but you will never forget with whom you wept. Ask me, what are my virtues, not about the color of my skin. The dry reed does not seek the company of fire. Feed the hungry, visit the sick, and free the captive. All mankind is divided into three classes: those that are immovable, those that are movable, and those that move. There are two kinds of men: those who could be happy and are not, and those who search for happiness and find it not. The house of danger is built upon the borders of safety. Beauty doesn't exist, men only dream it. If a wife is unfaithful, then the husband is partly to blame. Make distance between you and every dirtiness. God does not love the aggressors. The door that the wind comes from, close it and relax. A wise man associating with the vicious becomes an idiot. A dog traveling with good men becomes a rational being. If you're unable to reward, then make sure to thank. One day in perfect health is a lot. The ink of a scholar is worth as much as the martyr's blood. Work for your future as if you are going to live forever, for your afterlife as if you are going to die tomorrow. Winds blow counter to what the ship wants. The slave must be content with the joys of his master. The book is a garden carried in the pocket. The tongue of experience utters the most truth. The soul of a fool is always dancing on the tip of his tongue. Both the fast and the slow will meet each other on the ferry boat. Never trust a fool with a sword. When the reason is known, there will be no more shock. Fear the person who fears you. He who lies for you will lie about you. Every future is not far away. The best answer will come from the person who is not angry. If you stop every time a dog barks, your road will never end. The honey only sticks to the mustache of the one who licked it. Doubt is the key to all knowledge. A sponge to wipe away the past, a rose to sweeten the present, a kiss to greet the future. He makes a dome out of a grain. When you shoot an arrow of truth, dip its point in honey. A wise man's day is worth a fool's life. The wound of words is worse than the wound of swords. The mouth of a cannon is less dangerous than that of a scandalmonger. Death is a black camel that lies down at every door. Sooner or later you must ride the camel. It is better to die in revenge than to live on in shame. The rope of lying is short. The corn will bend, but it still ends up in the mill. He who starts a lawsuit makes a hole in the dike. What is learned in youth is carved in stone. The remedy of time is patience. In the sentence of life, the devil may be a comma, but never let him be the full stop. We, as people, eat to live and not live to eat. If you want to take revenge on a man, send him a really beautiful woman. The nail supports the hoof the horse the man the world. Better to have bread and an onion with peace than stuffed fowl with strife. All sunshine makes the desert. Evil people know one another. If you buy cheap meat, you'll smell what you have saved when it boils.